Now, in the world of light entertainment, there are only three contenders for the crown: Barrymore, Forsyth, and of course Edmonds.
Oh, Edmonds stands apart. I love his work. In my opinion, the house party is a thing of genius, at which laughter is compulsory.
He certainly is a comical nutcase.
Oh, yes, you have to laugh at Edmonds.
You do. I caught my son not laughing at him the other day. I'll give him a slap.
Quite right, Frank. The antics at Crinkly Bottom call for compulsory mirth.
They certainly do. Mind you, much as I admire his work, if Edmonds come down our pub for a lunchtime drinking session, had a few too many, and come into the family room where I'm sitting enjoying a Guinness with a wife enjoying a lime cordial and a kiddie enjoying a Coke, if Edmonds come in, pissed up, and started using blue language in front of my wife and kids...
You'd be up there like a shot, Frank.
I'll be up there like a shot, George. Oi, Edmonds, no! I admire your uncanny ability to tickle the nation's Saturday evening, but I do not admire your blue language in front of my wife and kids. I'll give him a slap out of the pub. Edmonds, you get yourself back to Crinkly Bottom and wash your mouth out with soap and water.
Quite right, Frank. We cannot allow our popular weekend entertainers to act like hooligans.
We can't afford it as a nation.
I mean, I admire Black.
Oh, Black's the consummate entertainer.
No one can put a contestant at their ease like Black does on Blind Date. And she'd be welcome to walk down my road any time she liked. But if she lobbed a brick through my front window...
Oh, no.
Oi, Black, no! This is not a welcome surprise. I admire your ability to reunite adopted twins after 40 years apart and your superb singing voice. But that is not an excuse for vandalism, you deranged ginger bitch!
And you'd have right on your side, George. I mean, it's not just these mindless acts of vandalism, is it?
If only it was, Frank.
It's the petty annoyances these major celebrities might get up to. I mean, if Houston...
Lovely girl, terrific singing voice.
Sure. But if Houston walked up and down outside my house, trailing an iced lollipop stick up and down the railings, ting, 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 all right if she only did it once, but if she did it for an hour, while I'm trying to watch Sky Sports...
You'd be out there.
Oi, Houston, no! I will not always love you if you carry on with that cacophony. Now up it!
And you'd be well in order there, Frank.
I'll tell you, if that lead Travis so much as thought about nicking the lead off my roof, I'll be down his farm straight away to kill his ducks.
Bastards, these celebrities make you sick.
Oh, I admire Armstrong, yes. I admire any man who can go to the moon and back. And he'd be welcome round our place for his tea any time he liked.
As long as he behaved himself, eh, Frank?
Oh, he'd have to behave himself, yes. We don't tolerate bad behaviour in our house from anyone, not even Armstrong.
Quite right, Frank.
I mean, if we've just sat down at the table, the wife's just brought the food in and nicely presented it is too.
I can picture it.
When suddenly there's this strange sucking noise. It's Armstrong. He's only brought his own food along in a liquid form, in a belt pouch, and started sucking it noisily through a straw. I should say, oi, Armstrong, no! You're not on your lunar module now. Pick up your knife and fork and eat your Findus chicken Italiens in a terrestrial fashion.
You'll be well in order there, Frank. Your wife cooked them chicken Italiens with her own fair hand.
Quiet, George. I'm finished. If then, right, he starts regaling us with a story of the final splashdown to Earth, all right, fair enough, it's an interesting story. But suddenly, there's this strange smell.
Oh, no.
Urine.
What a prize tosser.
He's openly urinating into his suit as our dining table. I should say, oi, Armstrong. No! That's a nice suit, but not a space suit. It don't contain a sophisticated system of tubing for the disposal of bodily waste. If you wish to go to the toilet, put up your hand and ask for permission, and permission will be granted. We are fair people.
You're more than fair, Frank. The guy's made a giant step for mankind. You think you'd be able to manage a couple of little steps up to the toilet on a mezzanine landing? Frank, you want to take him to one side, cop him, give him a slap, and say, listen, son, you're supposed to be an ambassador for all humankind on its triumphant march to the furthest stars. Now act like one!
I'll tell you, if that bastard Armstrong ever shows his face round my neck of the woods, it'll be the last time he boldly goes anywhere.
Lowlife!
Burby!
I mean, that's the trouble with these mega celebrities, Frank. They think you're always going to be pleased to see them, but they need guidelines and parameters like anyone else.
Oh, you're absolutely right.
I mean, I admire Jackson.
Oh, Jackson's the consummate weirdo entertainer.
Absolutely. I mean, he's had his fair share of problems, but Jackson would be welcome to join the wife and myself for a week's camping in North Wales if he so wished.
As long as he mucks in with the chores, eh, George?
Oh, we'd have to muck in with the chores, Frank, yes. And refrain from going, the old bleeding sign. I'd explain that to him all on day one with a threat of a slap and everything would be hunky-dory. But if Presley turned up wanting to join her husband on holiday and wasn't prepared to pull her weight round the campsite, I should say, oi, Presley, no! Some of us are trying to make this holiday a success, but you just lays around all day looking like your dad. Now get up off your fat, celebrity, pampered arse and empty the chemical toilets!
She'd be chastened, George. I mean, if Richard turned up at our house with his acoustic guitar to serenade the wife and I with summer holiday, we'd welcome him in with open arms for an enjoyable trip down musical memory lane. But if Richard's turned up with Woods, Watt, Wyman and Jagger in tow, amplifiers, drum kits, the lot, and started bashing out honky-tonk woman at 1,000 decibels in our front room, I'll be out the main junction box under the stairs in a flash. When off. Oi, Stones, no! Give them all a slap. This is not the time or the place for a spontaneous reunion. Now off pitch!
Not very likely, though, is it, Frank?
What do you mean? I'm as good as them. I'm as good as any of these people. There's nothing wrong with me.
No, I mean, it's not very likely that Richard and Richards and all the other Stones turn up at your house on the very same day, what with their varied schedules and that.
George, I meant on separate occasions. You are a tit sometimes. Excuse me, Hill. I wonder if I might be so bold as to ask your good self for an autograph.
Certainly.
Thanks very much, Hill. If you could sign to Frank Doberman with respect.
Yeah, so have you got a pen?
Oh, I'm sorry, foolish of me. Congratulations on your success this season.
Thank you.
Yeah, sterling performance by yourself and your Williams Renault car.
Yeah, thank you.
I myself, in fact, drive a Renault 19 1.4 TLS injection.
Yes.
You'd be most welcome to come round our gaff and give it a spin any time you like.
Thanks.
As long as you didn't drive it like one of your Formula One machines round our way.
You wouldn't be too happy about that.
No, I would not. We live in a residential area, and in such an area you'll abide by the highway code.
I see.
You better bloody see. If I lent you my Renault 19...
Look, have you got that pen?
Quiet, Hill, don't interrupt. If you started accelerating to speeds of up to 140 miles an hour in sunny Glade Close with little kiddies playing on their bikes, if you took the corner out of Honeysuckle Drive at over 80 miles an hour, I should say, oi, Hill, no! This is not a chicane at Silverstone. This is Merrifield Drive leading into the Gables. Apply the brakes now. Get out of my car. You're a menace to yourself, other road users and pedestrians.
Look, mate, I've got to go.
Hill, come back! How dare you go when I'm administering a reprimand? That Mansell, he understands the essentials of residential driving, but you're a piece of scum! These bloody celebrities. Who do they think they are? Oh yes, Pavarotti's good, Domingo's good, Carreras ain't bad for a short arse. In a world of singing, the biscuit really has to go to Iglesias. There's nothing more pleasurable in life than driving along a regular 65 miles an hour with Iglesias coming out of stereo.
Better to have him on the stereo, hey Frank, and on the road next year. Way them letting types drive.
You're right there, George. I mean, don't get me wrong, I admire Iglesias' superb singing. But if I was queuing up at the lights on the A316, you know, that filter you over onto the 412, and Iglesias come up the inside of the queue, try to cut in front of me...
You wouldn't give him an inch.
I would be that far away from the car in front, wind down the electric windows. Oi, Iglesias, no! I admire the superb tropical rhythms of your singing voice, but not your filthy driving manners. The queue for these lights start back there. Put your car in reverse, go back and begin at the Beguine.
Right, Frank, I mean, what would happen to the fabric of our society if we allowed our top international singing stars to forget basic road manners?
There'd be anarchy.
I mean, I admire Humperdinck.
Oh, the wife and I semi-worship Humperdinck.
If I'm approaching a roundabout with the intention of turning left, I'm signalling, suddenly, vroom! Who's this coming up the inside in this silver cloud? It's only Humperdinck. And wallop, he shunted me.
Jesus, what a pillock.
I'll be out there like a shot, Frank, I'll tell you. Give him a slap and say, oi, Humperdinck, no! I admire your no-nonsense musicality, but not your nonsense driving. And no, I will not please release you until you have provided your full insurance details, you hairy-faced, silver-throated tosspot.
You're that right on your side there, George. I mean, I admire Como.
Oh, everyone admires Como.
Indeed. But if I saw him driving along and there's a bus in front of him indicating to pull out and Como ignores it, drives straight past, causing the bus to brake, I'll be up there like a shot. Oi, Como, no! This is not one of your magic moments. A bus has right of way!
Fair-minded words, Frank. I mean, it's just selfish, isn't it, the way these celebrities think they own the road? I mean, if I'm driving down the M25, it's coned off down to one lane, they've coned up the other two lanes.
What is it, roadworks?
Oh, no, there's no roadworks, Frank. No, it's Doonigan.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. He's only got them to cone off two lanes so he can sit there in his rocking chair singing a thoroughly pleasant, relaxing song.
What a tit!
I'll tell you what, there'd be no holding me back, Frank. I'll be over there like a shot. Kick his rocking chair from under him, smack his head off the hard shoulder, nut him and say, oi, Doonigan, no! No one regrets the demise of your television show more than me, but your current antics are causing a 10-mile tailback. You are the arsehole of the Emerald Isle, you polo neck under a V-neck sweatered, thoroughly pleasant chap.
I mean, it's the kind of money these people earn. It breeds irresponsibility.
I'm completely lost touch with reality.